What's up, guys? Jared Spalding here, and today I wanted to give you guys another update on the pec injury. And if you did not catch it a couple videos ago, my last bench video, I mentioned in the description that my pec injury was acting up a little bit again. So I decided to shut things back down. That's why there hasn't been any bench footage. It's also why I started uploading squat footage, because my squat is absolutely terrible since I just started doing it almost 6 weeks ago now. But at the same time, I wanted to give you guys something. And also, I kind of wanted to show you guys at least my progression on squat, because this is only the beginning. I plan to get this squat way up. You know, it's ridiculous to have a bench that's higher than your squat. I understand that, and I know I need to stop skipping leg day, so finally getting into it, finally grinding on it. Anyway, though, it doesn't really matter. What's important is the topic of this video, and that is the injury update. So, I'm actually happy to say absolutely zero pain in the pec once again, but remember, this is how it was last time, and then after several weeks the injury came back a little bit, flared back up a little bit. And you know what? I realized something. I'm 16 years old. What am I doing pushing myself, pushing to possibly get a career-ending injury just for another training cycle? It's stupid. I need to give my body time to recover, and I understand that now. I'm a little bit wiser than I was last time to the fact that I started too early. I was going to actually start really light a week and then next week go in heavier, but I decided to start a week earlier because I'm like, oh, I feel fine. And the pec injury wasn't really acting up during the heavier training session because I would have shut things down then. But at the same time, it was still there. There's still scar tissue. The injury is still, to an extent, present, and I need to give myself more time to recover. I understand that now. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do anything. What I've decided to do is, for one, work on my squat finally, and even once I start benching again, that's going to, remain. I'm going to continue working on my squat, because that is one of the things that can hold you back is a weak squat, which I know now. I understand that better. I know that leg drive is quintessential to a strong bench, and I also know that triceps are essential to a strong bench, and guess what? I can still work triceps without any pec pain. Now, to be fair, when you do a skull crusher, you kind of bench the weight off your chest at first, and I did do skull crushers today, but I think the pec is good enough to handle my terrible skull crusher weight. I'm not doing that much weight on skull crushers. I really don't feel anything at all in the pec. Otherwise, I wouldn't even do those. I would only do like tricep extensions and things of that nature. But so every Monday until I feel really ready to bench again, which is going to be several weeks, hopefully, I'll be able to do it properly. But until then, I'm just going to work on triceps on this Monday. I'm not going to waste time and just sit around doing nothing, because I could still hit triceps painlessly. I'm going to work on other weaknesses like my upper back. I'm still going to do the program from James Strickland as it has a shoulder day in it. I'm still going to be doing that, because I can still overhead press. Since I didn't tear like upper pec, it was right around here, I can still overhead press completely painlessly, especially because it's strict seated press. A lot of it, since I'm not leaning back really at all, a lot of the strength is coming from my shoulders, and a little bit's going to be upper chest, but it's going to be like right here. If you leaned back more, I would engage a little bit farther down, and it would be a risk. But that's why I'm not going to cheat the reps, because I actually want my shoulders and my upper back to get stronger, because they need to. I mean, I'm absolutely terrible in that department. That's my definitely at this point my weakest point. And I don't think my genetics are great in that area, which just means I need to work on it more, not less. Not sit around complaining about genetics, but instead work on it more to get it on par. Like with squat, there really was no reason for it to be so low, because my genetics for squat are actually really good. I mean, my squat's gone up about 100 pounds in the past 6 weeks. Approximately, and that's just estimating based on what I think I could hit, but I know for a fact that I can only hit like 240 6 weeks ago, and now I think I'm good for around 330 to 340 based on how workouts have been feeling. Like everything's been like RP of like 6 to 7, maybe, well, probably 7 to 8 to be fair, but everything's been feeling very good. Definitely feel good for mid 300s, and I will be maxing out in a couple weeks as I peak for it every training cycle. And I will be going for a mid 300 squat, just to show you guys what I'm talking about. But with that being said, yeah, that's the plan really. It's just to work on my weaker points and just all the muscles that are accessories during the bench press, and work on everything basically besides the pecs. Yes, the pec feels painless, but I want to continue to massage the muscle. I want to continue to rest the muscle. And eventually I want to ease my way back into bench. And what I really plan on doing with the bench program is kind of just restarting it. Basically, you know, it's still, I have all 16 weeks. You don't get like pieces and then they just disappear. You get the whole thing because you pay for it. So that really is the plan, because actually starting with, you know, more volume would probably be a little bit easier on the pec. But of course, it's going to be with reduced weights. It's going to be with less weight than what the program's calling for at first. And really, I mean, for a couple weeks, I plan to just kind of like do, you know, rehab on the pec, you know, with benching. It's going to be really easy. And then I want to build back into it for a couple weeks after that. Just try to get my strength back and then run the program again. Hopefully this time completely successfully. So with that being said, that's basically it. I mean, hopefully I can come back with much stronger triceps, much stronger legs, much stronger upper back, everything that's going to be essential to a stronger bench press, to alleviating some of the stress on my pecs and putting it onto other muscles that it should be on. I also want to come back with a little bit better form too. I want to control the descent a little bit more because I've noticed that when I'm coming down very hard and pausing, especially for 10 reps for sets, right here where I'm pausing at is getting very like sore. It feels just like very painful. So I don't want that either. So I kind of want to work on controlling it and, you know, having a little bit better form. Like when I pause, instead of just letting the weight rest there on my chest, really acting like, you know, a rubber band, if you will, when I come down and kind of still controlling that weight at the bottom with my muscle, then exploding up, using leg drive properly, having my scapula retracted properly, and having that explosive power that I'm going to need. But yeah, obviously powerlifting is a marathon sport. Longevity is going to be key, so that's why I'm really just taking it easy on my pec, just trying to get the other muscles up to par with my chest, and basically it. Hope you enjoyed this update. Peace.